did he?
Yeah, because the lady resigned.
All right, at 5:30, we'll go ahead and call the Hiawatha City Council meeting for May 18th, 2022 to order, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. All right.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. Do we have a roll call?
Jerry Moinkle,
Here.
Amy Wickendall,
Here.
Rob Archibald,
Here.
Dick Olson,
Here.
Steve Dodson.
Here. All right. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
First and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right. Moving on, approval of the consent agenda. Do you have a motion to approve? Second. First and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. All right, moving on. Item number 6, citizens input. Anybody in the audience that would like to discuss an item that is not on the agenda, please come forward. Now is your time. All right, seeing nobody, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 7, reports from council members. Mayor and the city manager are in Washington, D.C., so
I do have a couple of things. I attended the Lynn County Board of Directors for Crime Stoppers yesterday evening. Pretty short meeting. Nobody called in or a lot of people called in for tips, but none were paid out that were valid tips. Then also got approval and got the handouts for their annual golf tournament on August 2nd. That's it for Lane County's Crime Stoppers. Last night I attended the water board meeting for Hiawatha. A couple of items. They set a public hearing for June 21st for a commodity charge of 7% for a period of 8 years, and that's on the first 1,000 gallons of water used. Also, number 2, they approved wage adjustments for staff at 3.5%, following the council guidelines. 3, they're applying for community development block grants and state revolving funds for replacement of the water main on Robbins Road and RE Drive. Estimated cost is going to be about $1.5 million. They also received funds from the ARPA grant of $500,000. And then finally, number 4, they passed a resolution approving the one-time tree credit in conjunction with the Hiawatha Adopted Tree Program due to derecho. And they're going to verify those homeowners that planted in the right of way through the community development Parks and Rec Department.
all right, thanks, Steve.
That's all I have.
The only thing I was going to mention is it is National Police Week, May 15th through the 21st. The National Police Officers Memorial was on Sunday, so thank you, Police Department. We had a proclamation last meeting, and also National EMS Week. So thanks to the EMS providers that serve our community.
I'll mention 2 things here, Rob. I did also attend the Parks and Rec meeting last week. Highlights on that include, one of the items here that we have on our agenda with the purchase of the Parks and Recreation tractor, and also discussing programming for food trucks. Kind of speaking of DC a little bit, was able to get out to the Eastern Iowa Airport last night as part of the, it may have been on the news here today, for the Eastern Iowa Honor Guard flight. For those who don't know that usually local groups sponsor veterans to go to DC, meet with their elected officials, senators, representatives, and then bring them back, kind of give them a hero's welcome back to the airport. There was an honoring of Vietnam veterans last night. So I gather that's something that they do fairly regularly. Hopefully can get out there sometime. It was very heartwarming scene to see.
I can touch a little bit on that. I know the Knights of Columbus go out there every time. There's usually 2 in the spring and 2 in the fall. This last honor flight, I think there was one gentleman that served in World War II. And those veterans are getting fewer and far apart. And like you said, most of them are Vietnam veterans. creative bidders as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, we're losing the members of the greatest generation, so.
I know.
All right, moving on. Item number 8, public hearing to consider the fiscal year 2022 budget amendment. We'll open the public hearing at 5:35. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak in favor of the item? If so, go ahead and come up to the podium. Seeing no movement, I'm going to assume not, and I'll move on. Anybody in opposition that would like to speak, please come forward. All right. Anything into the clerk's office?
No.
All right. With nothing, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing at 5:36. And I'll ask for a motion to approve resolution for the fiscal year 2022 budget amendment.
Second.
First and a second, any discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
All right, item passes. Moving on, item 9, consider resolution fixing a date for a public hearing, June 1st, 2022 at 5:30 PM on a proposal to enter into a development agreement with BFAM LLC. Do I have a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
First and a second, any discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Dick Olson.
All right, item passed. Moving on, item 10, consider resolution approving transfer from tax increment financing to debt service for bond payments in the amount of $952,258.13. Motion to approve the resolution.
So.
Second.
First and a second, any discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Item passes. Moving on, item 11, consider resolution approving Parks purchase of a John Deere 4066R tractor from City Tractor Company. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Amy first, Steve second. Any discussion?
I think it's well needed, a 25% increase in horsepower in order to pull the wings. So,
And we just keep,
plus it's got the bucket on the front, right? We can use that for spreading mulch and stuff, so it's multi-purpose.
and we just keep getting more places to use it, so it's a good thing. Any discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Item passes. Moving on to number 12, consider resolution awarding the mosquito control contract for the year 2022. Motion to approve.
So.
Second.
First and a second, any discussion?
Terrific.
Yeah, I hear a lot more positive than I do negative on this one, so it's very beneficial. Roll call, please.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye. Item passes. Moving on, number 13, consider resolutions approving acquisition plans to establish Hawkeye Drive right-of-way to be used to accommodate the sidewalk infrastructure completed with the capital improvement project, 2022 Hawkeye Drive Improvement Project. Resolution considering approving acquisition plans of part of the northeast quarter section 32-84-7.
So move.
Second.
First and a second, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
All right, item A passes. Moving on to 13B, consider resolution approving acquisition plans of part of Lot 14, Brown and Dyer's Industrial Park Addition. Motion to approve the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
First and a second, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Dick Olson.
Item passes. Moving on to item 14, consider resolution accepting temporary construction easements on portions of 13 properties in connection with the 2022 Hawkeye Drive Improvement Project.
So moved.
First, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Those improvements are needed.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the older roads we have, I think.
I want to use one of those.
Roll call, please.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Item passes. Moving on to 15, union and non-union compensation staffing updates. Item A, consider resolution approving the amended Teamsters Local Union 238 contract agreement for the City of Hiawatha Police Union from June 20th, 2022 through June 30th, 2023. Motion to approve the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
First and a second, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Item passes. Moving on to 15B. Consider resolution approving the City of Hiawatha employee wage and salary schedule for the fiscal year 2022 through 2023. Motion to approve the resolution.
So moved. Second.
First and a second, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye. Item passes. Moving on to item 16, consider resolution amending the city staff organizational chart. Do I have a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
First and a second. Any discussion?
Well needed because of the additional employees that we have now, including the fourth sergeant on the police department, as well as new staff members. in the
Yeah.
police department. So,
Gotta keep growing. Roll call, please.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Item passes. Moving on to number 17, any placement of items for the next agenda or any requests for upcoming work sessions. Seeing nothing, we'll move on to item 18. Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Amy, motions. Do we have a second?
Second.
6 seconds. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Meeting adjourned at 5:42. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, yes, here.